Good morning guys, and welcome to another video here from the incredible country of India. Today we are in the city of Orchha, and it is our second day here in Orchha, and I have to say I love Orchha. It is one of the most incredible cities in India and possibly one of my favorite places in the world. But we are here today to try some of the food. This is going to be a street food tour here in Orchha. The food is very different here. This is Madhya Pradesh, so this is a different region of Orchha, and the street food here is just incredible. We did one yesterday. You've probably seen that previous video here of street food in Orchha. Today we're going to continue trying out some of the incredible street food that you can find here in this city. So with that said, let's go ahead, let's start eating our way through this city. I'm excited to try out more food here. Without further delay, let's go ahead and let's start eating in Orchha. First stop of the day here for breakfast. I need some traditional, authentic Indian breakfast here in Orchha. And first off, chai. There's no better way to start off a day here in chai. We're currently at a place known as Energy Break Beer Cafe. This is a legendary place here in Orchha, and they're famous for the main thing that we've ordered here, poha. But first off, just look around this place. It is packed. It is actually really busy. For early in the morning to have some breakfast, this is where the locals are coming. This is where they're getting the local fresh food. And the guy making the food is so talented. Like, he's skilled, he's like flipping the wok, like he's very good. So what we got, chai and poha. There's no better combination than that here in India. There's no better breakfast combination to start off a day here in India with some chai and poha. Chai, freshly made seconds ago, and again here, they put it in those cute little clay cups. I love it when they serve it in those clay cups. But before I eat anything, I need some chai to start off my day. I think I'm turning Indian that way, but let's go ahead and let's try it. Oh. I love the amount of cardamom and ginger taste in that chai. This is a very powerful chai actually. It's very heavily spiced. I like my chai spicy. Sometimes it's a little too milky, sometimes a little too watery, but this might be one of the best chai I've had here in India. It's the perfect balance. The spices, the ginger. Wow, that ginger makes you feel so good. But with that said, let's go ahead and look at poha. Now, you probably don't know what poha is. That's okay. Poha is basically a flattened rice dish. So the rice is flattened into little bits. So it's still separate grains of rice, but they're all flattened and they're sort of fried with some peas, some onions, some tomatoes. And the way they do it, I mean, when you originally get poha, it's white. It's like a white rice. That's what it is. It's just flattened. But after you mix it in with the sauces, after you mix it in with the spices and the turmeric and the peanuts, what you get is yellow rice, yellow poha. And it's really interesting. And you can see him literally mixing, and the color of the poha just changing from a white color to a yellow color within seconds. He then pours it out on all these plates, covers it with a few like crispy bits, tomatoes, onions, a bit of lime juice, lemon juice as well. Absolutely incredible. And poha, I think, is going to be one of the best breakfasts you can find here in India. So with that said, let's go ahead, let's try out our first poha. I'm just going to dig from the bottom here, get some peanuts, get some crispy bits. Wow, this looks like a heavenly bite right here. Let's go ahead and let's try it out. Light yet flavorful at the same time. You've got really good contrast between the crispy little bits that they've added on the top, the peanut, and then the very soft. I mean, poha is just rice. Can you imagine how soft rice is once it's fried in that wok? It's very soft compared and contrasted with the crispiness of the peanuts and the crispy little noodles that they put on top. Now the flavor itself is a bit spicy, but that doesn't really take away from the overall flavor of poha, which is that it's light. It's almost refreshing in a way. It's not a very heavy breakfast. I mean, these are little rice flakes that are flattened down. It's not designed to be a very heavy breakfast. But I have to say, the flavors are really nice. You can taste a bit of turmeric, which they've added in. You can taste just a hint of spice, hint of freshness from the onions and tomatoes. And with chai, yeah, that is the perfect combination. You got a little bit of salty and spicy here in the poha, a little bit of sweet and spiced here inside the chai. It literally doesn't get better than that. Now, poha you can usually find all over India, but I just heard this place is really good for their poha. It's legendary for poha. So I really wanted to come here and try poha. And actually, I've been seeing poha all around Orchha, so I was like, I really need to get a poha at some point. But it's a very interesting way to have breakfast here in India. Flattened rice, really soft. contrasted with some crispy bits here, some freshness here. You can see there's even a bit of cilantro, a bit of chili, and all those flavors together combined create one of the best magical breakfast dishes that you can find here in India. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Bye-bye, thank you. Wow, what a delicious way to start off the day. I mean, some great breakfast to have. Delicious poha, chai, I mean, that is the way to do it. And the best part is, that entire meal, chai plus poha plus all of that together, 90 rupees. I mean, that is less than $1. It's extremely, extremely affordable. Some of the best food you're gonna find here in India. I mean, I just absolutely love it. But after that meal, after that chai, I need a bit of a food break. So let's go see what else we can eat here in the city of Orchha.
बैठो पैसा लाओ तो हम कर दें पेमेंट बैठो नमस्ते.
Alright, well, it's been a while and it's time for us to get some delicious food. And I was looking around, I was trying to see what the locals are eating, but it seems like they're all eating the one thing and the same thing, and that is puri sabji. We had puri sabji in the previous Orchha video. It seems to just be the thing that people eat here in Madhya Pradesh. It's just the thing that people are eating here in Orchha. So of course, we had to try puri sabji. Yesterday we went to that stall right next to us. Today we're in this stall. This stall is named Tiwari Ji. It's named after a guy called Tiwari Ji, and therefore his stall serves up some really nice puri sabji as well. And you can tell, like, they fry the sabji the same way. Like, it's literally like the puris are freshly made in a hot vat of oil. I mean, that is exactly what you're looking for in a nice puri sabji. You want the puris to be nice, fried, freshly fried, and some potato curry. Now, first off, just looking at the puris alone, I have to say they don't look as nice as the ones we had yesterday. Yesterday, literally like a symmetrical, blown up donut. Here, they don't seem as perfect. They're not as perfect as the ones that we had yesterday. So right now, just by looking at it, my expectations are a bit lower than I did yesterday. But regardless, the potato curry looks really, really nice. What I like about the potatoes here is that they have put them into really, really big chunks. It's also a darker color. If you notice, this potato curry, it's not as yellow and reddish as the one that we had yesterday. This one's a browner, deeper color. Does that mean that there's more flavor? To be honest, I don't know. So we have to go and try it out. Let's go ahead. We're gonna get some of the puri here. I'm just gonna go ahead, without any of the potato first, we're just gonna go ahead, dip it inside the sauce, get all of that flavor, all of that gravy. Oh, this gravy is so brown. It's almost brownish grayish. I've never seen a potato curry's sort of color look that dark. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's try it out. Look, the puris may not be as nice as the ones we had yesterday, but this potato curry, that is amazing. First off, the actual sauce is not as watery as the ones we had yesterday. This sauce is a lot thicker. Not only is it thicker, it also has a bit of starchiness and sweetness to it. I suspect that instead of just using normal potatoes, I think in some parts they've also used sweet potatoes, and that adds an amazing, amazing flavor as well. It's a bit starchier, it's a bit sweeter, this type of potato. And not only that, they've also included the skins on. Usually when they serve potato sabji, what they do is they take off the skins and then they just have the potato inside. But here, they've actually left the skins on the potato. You can see the skin still on the potato. Now, on the one hand, you have to make sure the potatoes are washed really, really well in order for it to work out. But on the other hand, the actual layer of the skin adds a nice sort of starchiness to it that you can taste in the actual flavor of the sauce. But without further ado, it's time for us to actually try the potato. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, put some potato right on the puri, put it with some sauce. I mean, look at that bite. That looks like heaven. Let's go ahead and give it a try. I don't know what it is. This sabji has a sweeter taste. It's sweet and spicy at the same time. It's got this incredible sweet taste, and you can actually taste the sort of crispiness of the potato skins. You can taste it, you can feel that texture. You know when you have potato skins and it's cooked out, it's a little bit tougher to chew through, it's a little bit sort of stretchier. You taste that in the actual potato. So that is an incredible flavor actually. I love the potato sabji. I love that it's sweeter. I love that they've left the skins on. I love that the sauce is thicker. That is usually what I consider a better potato sabji. Watery sabjis are also really good. just my preference is that this type is much better for me. What a delicious way to have some lunch. And I mean, this space is absolutely packed. Like, I don't know if I can show you, but people all around me, it's everywhere. It's literally a packed place. I think Puri Sabji is just a classic food that you have to have here in Madhya Pradesh, and I think that everybody is eating it all the time. So you can't go wrong with some good Puri Sabji here in Orchha. One thing I love about this restaurant and all the Puri Sabji restaurants in general is that it's sort of an all-you-can-eat system. So if you want more potato curry, you can add more potato curry, and they're not going to charge extra for that extra sort of sauce. So really nice. It's like a almost all-you-can-eat buffet sort of style, but it's an interesting way to eat here in India. Wow, what a satisfying meal. I mean, that potato gravy, it's so good. I mean, it's sweet and spicy at the same time, starchy. I think the secret is that they keep the skins on. That changes the whole game. If you keep the skins on the potatoes and you actually cook it, the flavor, the sweetness, the starchiness of the potato stays with the actual gravy. And the all-you-can-eat portion, I mean, I think I refilled my potato gravy bowl at least 3 times, my aloo sabji bowl. So that was a great meal. That was absolutely stuffing. I mean, wow, I'm gonna find it difficult to walk now because it's literally free-for-all. Like, you can literally free flow as much as you want. They've got a bucket full of that potato and that curry. So it is very, very generous. And price, 50 rupees. I mean, that's less than $1 for all you can eat potato curry. That is India. That is why you come to India. You come to India for the food. But I'm stuffed. I can barely walk right now. I have too much potato in my body. Let's walk it off and let's see what else we can eat later here in Orchha. Alright, it is evening time here and we're gonna get some food here in Orchha, that's for sure. And the first place you come to is a little street food stand literally in the middle of the road. This is a place known as Puri. Man, are they loud here on the streets of India. But this is a place called Kushi Pani Puri. They do Pani Puri. But we just had Pani Puri yesterday, so I'm not really in the mood for Pani Puri. What I am in the mood for is some delicious Aloo Tikki Chaat. Aloo Tikki, remember, is that sort of potato burger, like a potato patty, and then they make it into a chaat, which is like a little dish. But here's what's interesting. This guy is a legend. First off, usually when you go get Aloo Tikki Chaat, what happens is that you have Aloo Tikkis all surrounding the dhaba, waiting there for hours and hours for anyone to order. And once it orders, they reheat them and then serve it to you. This guy does not do it that way. He hand makes the Aloo Tikki burger freshly every time you order. So there aren't any Aloo Tikkis waiting around the dhaba. I mean, look at that. That dhaba is empty. There are no Aloo Tikkis just waiting around. It's just freshly made. He literally hand makes it right then and there. And then that is why it is so exceptional. On top of that, he adds extra chili for me. He adds extra onions. And other places, they'll just put that right on top. But here, he cooks it under the actual Aloo Tikki patty itself, mixes it up, and then adds even more fresh onions on top, adds some chickpeas as well, and creates this massive combination of a flavor bomb. I have never been this excited to try chaat at least, and honestly, this might be the very best chaat I've had in my life. The way he makes it, I have to explain it to you, but he also just sprinkles on a few things. For example, he gets pani puri shells, he crushes them, puts them on top just to give it a little bit of crunch, and adds a few more onions and cilantro just to get some flavor. But with that, let's go ahead. I'm gonna have to go ahead and try out this Aloo Tikki Chaat. I mean, I've been dying to have Aloo Tikki Chaat, and I mean, look at this massive bite right here. Let's go ahead. Let's try it out. Oh my goodness. That is without a doubt the best chaat I've had in my entire life. There is so much going on in there. The potato, it's nice and flavorful, but it's crispy on the outside, and it's got a bit of saltiness to it too. I love that there are 2 textures of onions. One texture of onions that's fresh, that he literally puts just right on the top, and then another flavor of onions which has been cooked down thoroughly in the oil, absorbed into the Aloo Tikki itself. And it creates 2 different types of onions, and honestly, I love onions, so having more onion is great. You can taste the delicious chili, adding a little bit of spice, but also at the end he adds a little bit of sweet sauce in the chaat that gives it a little bit more sweetness in the flavor. It's a perfect flavor bomb. It's a flavor explosion. So many different things going on. And the aloo tikki is completely mashed up with all the different things that he's put in there. The onions, the chilies, the tomatoes, the peppers. There's just so much going on. You can't go wrong when you make it like that. But the fact is that you're not going to get chaat like that everywhere in India. Not everyone in India is doing it this way. They're not cooking the onions with the aloo tikki and combining it. They're not making the aloo tikki fresh for you to order. This is why this place might be the best aloo tikki chaat I've ever had in my life. Wow, what an exceptional place for some food. I am just truly blown away by the standard here. Wow, that has got to be one of the best things I've had in all of India. Actually, that might just be the best thing I've had in India. That aloo tikki chaat, I mean, I've never had it freshly made like that with no yogurt. I mean, naturally, he just doesn't add yogurt into it. His chickpeas, his onions, the green chili. Wow, my mouth is watering. I mean, this is a chaat that I will dream about for the rest of my life. I don't think I've had chaat this good anywhere else in India. And to be honest, I don't think you'll get chaat like that anywhere else in India. This is the style of chaat here in Orchha, here in Madhya Pradesh. This is how they do chaat. And that is an exceptional place for chaat. So, wow, my mind is blown. My taste buds are blown. I mean, it was literally a flavor explosion with everything I put in there, and the way he cooks it, just masterful. That plate, by the way, 50 rupees. 50 rupees for that talented master chef to make such delicious aloo tikki chaat. I am happy. I could just die right now, but I'm still hungry. So let's go ahead and get more food here in the city of Orchha. Alright, next stop today we've come to a place known as Lalaji food stall. Again, literally a street side stall. And just take a note of how many people are actually here. The reason I know about this place is I saw a lot of locals yesterday eating this plate of biryani, and I kept wondering, where is this biryani coming from? And everybody pointed to this stall. So I have a pretty good feeling. I knew I needed to try the biryani here. Now, I asked a very dumb question when I got to biryani. I asked, is this a chicken biryani or a mutton biryani? Turns out, it's a vegetarian biryani. The little things that I see here, they aren't pieces of meat. They're vegetables. They're completely a vegetarian biryani, which I've never had before. Sounds interesting, sounds weird, but I would like to try a vegetarian biryani. You can see he's got this big like pot of biryani. He digs it out, puts it on the plate, and literally passerbys come and get as much biryani as they want. So we've got our plate of biryani here. You can see the color, orangish. You got that sort of color to it, got that turmeric to it, the spices to it. I'm excited. I've seen so many locals eat at this place, so without further ado, let's go ahead and let's try out our first biryani here in Orchha. Let's go for it. Oh, wow. That's very nice, salty and spiced flavor. You can feel every grain of rice is coated with a bit of oil. But more than anything, the spices, the flavor in the spices is absolutely powering. It is very, very strong. But it's not overpowering because the rice actually absorbs all the flavor. Now I've just had the rice, but I see these little like meatball-like things. Again, they're not meatballs, they're not actual meat. What I want to do is I actually want to try it out and see what they've actually put inside the biryani instead of having meat. So let's go ahead. You can see these meatballs here. Let's give it a try. It's a bit chewy. It's a bit vegetable-y, you can tell. I think maybe some mushrooms. I think, if I'm correct, that might be chop. I think they've used chop and put in the biryani, but I can't be sure. I can't be completely sure. But you can tell that that is not meat. It's got a chewy texture to it, like a very bouncy, chewy texture to it that you don't usually get with meat. So this is definitely a vegetarian biryani. You can tell that there is a little bit of a less sort of meaty flavor in the biryani. Like when I was in Lucknow, you can taste the flavor of the mutton in every bite of rice. Here, you don't really taste that because it's a vegetarian biryani, but regardless, as a vegetarian biryani, it is still a pretty good biryani nonetheless. Well, that was an interesting one, a vegetarian biryani. Never had that before, but always a first time for everything, and I have to say, it was nice. It was definitely much better than I was expecting from a vegetarian biryani, although not as nice as the biryani I had in Lucknow. But let's go ahead. I need something sweet. My tongue is on fire from that biryani. It is actually quite spicy now that I think about it. So let's go see if we can find something sweet to cap off our night. Alright, final stop of the day, and I need something sweet. So we've come to this little shop here, and first off, look at the array here. Look at how many sweets there are. It is like a sweet galore. If you love Indian sweets, I think you're gonna love Orchha. I mean, look at this arrangement right here. This is sweet heaven. But I've gotten something pretty interesting. I've gotten something called Guia, which I've never heard of before. What he's telling me is like a sort of fried, crispy thing with milk cake on the inside. When I looked at it, I thought it was something savory first, because it looked like sort of like a fried, puffed up, maybe like a samosa or something like that, but it's not. It's actually a sweet thing here. I've never had Guia before, and apparently the locals have recommended it to me. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and give our first Guia a try here in Orchha. Let's try it out. That is not bad at all. First off, I thought it was going to be crunchier, but it's not that crunchy, and the reason for that is because it's sort of been soaked in a bit of syrup. So it's not soft, but it's not crunchy. It's sort of like a midway in between. The inside has this like nice, milky, sweet, spiced cardamom flavor inside. That's really, really soft, really, really tender. It contrasts well with the outer skin, which is slightly crispier. I'm not saying it is the crispiest thing, it's not as crispy as a samosa for sure, but it's just slightly crispy on the outside. You've got some really, really nice spices in the sort of milk candy. It's a very solid milk candy as well. It's not liquid, it's not like soft, it's not spongy either. It's just a solid, soft sort of thing on the inside. That is very, very interesting, and I have to say I've never seen anything like that before. But definitely, if the locals are recommending it here in Orchha, then I've got to try it out. First Guia, I have to say, not a bad impression at all, but it's not doing the job of cooling my throat because it's not exactly like a cold, sweet drink or anything like that. But nonetheless, still a nice treat to have here in Orchha. And with that, that marks the end of our food tour here in Orchha. What incredible food we've had today. I mean, starting off in the morning, breakfast poha, we had some amazing puri sabji, that aloo tikki chaat. That is a chaat I will remember for the rest of my life. I mean, if there's one thing that you should take away from this video, aloo tikki chaat here in Orchha is absolutely incredible. And just overall, the food in this city has been absolutely incredible. I didn't expect this from Orchha. I thought it was a small town. I thought, the food will be okay, but to be honest, it has absolutely blown my mind. So with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. I don't even know where I'm walking now actually, but with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more food and travel videos here from India. We've got a lot more videos coming, so make sure to stay tuned, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye guys.